Anong power situation kailangan natin?
Sir, ilang percent na po tayong okay sa Cebu City, yung pagbabalik po ng power sa Cebu?
Well, power on the generation side. Generation muna tayo, no? Generation side, isang planta na lang ang hindi tumatakbo. Naka-outage pa siya. 169 megawatts yung capacity. All the other plants are already running. Yung reported na 27, no? With more than 1,400 megawatts out of the system, is now down to 169. Pero may mga yung mga integrated facilities like the geothermal power facilities in Leyte that have several units. So may mga naka-off na 1 or 2 units, pero the entire system is rated as 1. So derated lang ang classification sa kanila, but they are already online. So generation, wala na tayong problema. Also, hindi naman apektado yung Mindanao Visayas interconnection. So as long as kailangan ng demand, again, balance kailangan yung supply at saka demand eh. So kung nag-i-increase na yung demand, at kulangin na yung in-place na generation, then ma-activate natin yung import. Kaya lang ang import natin ngayon is limited from Mindanao. Kasi ang pinakamalaking epekto nung ating lindol ay yung substation natin sa Daang Bantayan, which serves as an interconnection point, no? So yun yung nagkaroon ng diferensya, yun ang inayos. Pero nakabalik na rin yung substation, so ang kinukorek na lang ngayon yung would be the interconnections. So at the moment, last monitoring ko, meron na lang 3 linya from Daang Bantayan substation. Yung nagkukonekta basically from Daang Bantayan pababa ng Compostela. And then Compostela kasi yun ang papunta ng Cebu. So yun yung two-way, no? And then the other one is yung papunta sa Tabango, sa Leyte. So yun yung natin. That's why the HVDC line is still not operational. Wala naman siyang reported damage. It's just because of the substation. But the substation this morning was already energized. Initial report kagabi pa, madaling araw pala, but it's being energized na. So yung last electric cooperative natin na apektado ng substation, which is Sebeco 2, nag-start sila ng energization ng lahat ng feeder lines nila this morning. So I'm not sure, wala pa akong latest, but hopefully ngayon ongoing na yung energization ng mga lines. Cautious lang yung ating electric cooperative kasi sa malaking epekto ng infrastructure damages sa Bogo, no? So bago mo bigyan ng kuryente yung isang linya, kailangan ma-check natin kung safe yung mga infrastructure natin. Marami naman lumabas sa social media ng mga damages, di ba? The first one was the McDonald's. Then meron tayo yung mismo City Hall ng Bogo. Then all other infrastructure. So we have to check. Alam naman natin na delikado rin yung basta nilang bubuksan yung linya.
Sir?
Yep.
How many households po yung affected? So, estimate.
Well, initially, count nila marami, no? Sabi na, no? Pero yung latest ko, parang 80,000, pero I'm not sure of the exact number now, no? I'm sure that it has got to, mababa na.
Bigay na lang po na.
Oo, i-reconfirm na lang natin yung latest report para may bigay yung number.
Pero estimated po, sir, around 80,000?
Yeah. Well, kung pagsasamahin natin, kombinasyon na yan, Cebu, Samar, Leyte, yun yung mga naapektuhan naman eh.
So sir, for the timeline po, para po fully restored na po yung power sa Cebu, specifically sa Bogo City, gaano katagal po iti-take ito?
Well, kung titignan natin literally, energized na siya ngayon.
Okay.
Ang problema natin is how to energize all the lines para na ma-secure natin na safe. Yes.
Is the DOE looking for more, I guess, upgrades or improvements to current infrastructure to kind of handle future calamities better?
Well, it's already it's a given norm. Remember the first major calamity that we had suffered was the Yolanda, Typhoon Haiyan, no? So, before, ang standards natin na ginagamit ay below 150 kilometers per hour wind speed. Pero we have our stakeholders have already upgraded their facilities. Most of the facilities that they are adapting are beyond 200 kilometers per hour wind speed. So, ibig sabihin, we have already upgraded the system. On the distribution facilities, when we were in Masbate, there was a discussion among the engineers then. We may have to review and take a look dun sa current standards sa ginagamit ng mga electric cooperatives. I'm not sure whether it is already at 180 kilometers per hour wind speed, but hopefully, ngayon kung kailangan baguhin, then babaguhin natin. It's not because of this current situation, but regularly may nire-revisit naman talaga mga standards.
Yusek, ito pong isang